Alright, so I'll go over this again for some of you that's just been tuning in here. This is just a styrofoam box that they ship our vaccine in. And we've cut 2 holes. I got a hole saw, cuts a 1-inch hole. It ends up being a little bigger, but that's okay. We put cold pack with our vaccine, just some of our vaccine in there, and we leave some in the refrigerator. We'll pull it out later. That won't be enough to do all of them. And we got your automatic syringe guns. See, they'll fit down there in the holes like this. Keep them cool between dosages there. Now we're giving the CD&T. This is just a particular one. I started using this one because it's a lower dosage. It's a 2 cc dose. And so we're giving that. Now we're going to booster. All these kids have had it once. And then the nannies get it once a year before they kid. Probably 6 weeks or a month before they kid. And this is a product called Endovac. And it's supposed to help against pneumonia, any gram-positive organisms. It costs about 83 cents a dose. These kids will get 2 doses, so it's $1.70 or so. So I can't prove how well it works or doesn't work. I guess I just figure it's worth $1.70. And now they're going to get their booster, and that's a 1 cc shot. So then the nannies get the booster every year before they kid also. And that's a 1 cc shot on the nannies when they get a booster. And this is not only 1 cc shot on the booster, it's a 1 cc shot on the initial vaccination that they had a few weeks ago. So this is the gun we use for the 1 cc shot. It's a 25 cc gun. It's a little more accurate. We also have the 50 cc guns, which they'll give 1 cc, but I don't know, we just didn't like the way it was working. So we got this smaller gun, holds plenty. And then the other gun we give the 2 cc shot of the end of the CD&T. So this is the 1 cc shot for the Endovac. Hey guys, I want to show you something, and maybe y'all are aware of it, or maybe you're not. Usually by the time I learn it, somebody else already learned it. But see how this ewe has just a little bit of a snotty nose there and such. Now that made me suspicious of her, because on a ewe, that it just seems like the ones that have a snotty nose are going to be wormy. Pull her eyelid back, Quinn. So I don't know if you can kind of see that. So her eyelids a little pale. Sheep can fool you, because their eyelids will stay red. And they may still be wormy. But I always look at their nose, see if I see a little bit of crustiness on it, and I look at their tail, see if their tail's all crappy and they got any evidence of diarrhea, and then those get wormed. Don't just go by their eyelids. Seems like on the sheep you can go by their eyelids and you'll do pretty good, but or not on the sheep, excuse me. On the goats you can go by their eyelids and you'll do pretty good, but on the sheep I just don't trust it anymore. We've had problems in the past. So look at their nose, look at their eyelids, look at their body condition, look at their tail, and just worm accordingly there. If there's somebody unusually skinny enough, the whole bunch is kind of thin and they got kids pulling them down and such, well, you know, that's because they got kids pulling them down. But if you've got an unusually skinny individual, I'd probably just say worm that one anyways, regardless of what her eyelids look like. Okay, so we got Travis is giving the vaccinations, and you can see you don't have to catch their head, you don't have to do anything special, you don't even have to hang on to them. Once you kind of do a few, you can just reach down in there. Now he's using a 16 gauge 5/8 long needle, and go in kind of an angle right there by their shoulder, right by their shoulder, and you can just vaccinate with one hand all day long. And that gets it done. And me and Quinn is one of us is checking their eyelids, the other one of us is running the drench guns. You can see here we fixed them up so that slide down this wire. So we're about to finish up here, guys. So we took the nannies off to some other properties that guys want some weed and brush control. So we've got the kids here, and we still got the ewes and their lambs are still here. We didn't have a place like that for them to go right now. We may have later, and then we'll peel them off. Everybody's been vaccinated and had their booster. Checked for worms, and wormed who needed it. So hopefully we're good. We're good for a while. Yeah, just look at what they've done in the few minutes they've been in here. Tearing down that ragweed. Well, guys, it's been a full day here at Grandview Livestock. Glad you tuned in, and I hope you got some good out.